Hello guys, so we're going to be going over why you might want an expensive printer over a cheap printer. Okay, let's start off with one thing. Okay, this one has just a normal LCD screen, no color, no nothing. It tells you how many copies you're going to print. Here's the 2 copy buttons. Here's the information button, wireless. I forgot what that one does, but I think that one's for the diagnostic page. And we have the cancel button and the power button. This one has the usual HP affair of these little buttons on the bottom. Now, I think that these buttons are, I think they should be lit all the time, and not just like this, but it is personal preference after all. Okay, so if we come over to this HP printer here at the HP Officejet printer, we have our standard settings menu. We have preferences, quiet mode, network setup, Wi-Fi direct, Bluetooth low energy, fax setup, accessibility, cartridge information, printer maintenance, power management, reports, and shortcuts. Then we have our shortcuts, copy, scan, fax, and that's it. Then we have the little help button that tells you how to pretty much do everything because it's an HP printer. We have our ink levels here. We have the fax. I don't know what that button is. Okay, it's environmental settings. We have our Wi-Fi direct, our network info, and the settings gear. We have the scanner up top. We have the it's an ADF scanner. We have the ADF scanner at the top. This little panel comes up to reveal that, just in case you think if you have a jam in there. We have the cartridges. This printer does have HP Instant Ink. I think it has like 9 months of it or something. This is how you load paper. Now, this is originally confusing to me, how you load paper in a 8025E. So you have to take this guy out here. And with the paper tray, obviously I had the paper loaded. But there's this little release here that you have to push and pull. You pull that forward, and it should say 8.5 by 11 if you're trying to load plain paper. Now, most of them come in the default like letter size, and that's just not good enough because basically what happens is basically what happens is the printer, they're all the way back, and when the printer tries to grab it, it grabs like 8 million copies of paper at once, and that's no good. So you want to make sure it's all the way forward, and you take it to the printer and you put it in there. Click OK. Which paper you loaded in? This guy back in, and pretty much just put this thing back in, you pull it out, and there you go. Here at this Deskjet, we got the little icons, the scanner. We got this little pop-out tray. I usually just leave them open because it's a hassle. And this is how you access the ink cartridges. Come out right here. And the main difference between these printers are the colored cartridge right here. This one's a tricolor. The other one just uses the standard, but it's got them separate, which I prefer that because it prints a lot better. Now with these printers, I lean towards the more expensive one because it has ADF and it has this touchscreen, which is very useful because this you need an app to configure the networking or the web server. With this you can just hit this little button here. You click the settings. You can hit if you want Ethernet or wireless. This thing has Ethernet and wireless, which is a benefit. It also can scan to a computer. So if I want to scan to my computer, I can do it from here without needing the software. Another thing that you want to consider is this one has an ADF. ADF is very important if you're loading multiple documents in at once, but if you're just doing basic use, then this will be perfectly fine because you're scanning like one document maybe like a week, but something like that. Depends on how much you use it. Another thing is this paper tray can, I think, hold like 200 sheets. This one can only hold like 70, I think, before it like has issues. And pretty much, this is just an overall better printer. Now, it does have a few build quality problems, like this is not very solid, but it is a very decent printer. This is the scanner. This one is a much larger scanner because it can take legal documents, while this one has a little bit smaller of a scanner. Now, if print speed is important to you, the Officejet does do a lot better. Let's compare the pages. So here's the Officejet page. Looks pretty decent. Now, this one definitely has a lot more vibrancy though. The thing with these cartridges being different is one's got a little bit more vibrancy than the other. But overall, they look pretty much the same because they're the same technology underneath. Now, they both completed it rather fast, but this one was definitely faster. Let's look at the pages. Okay. The Officejet is on the left, the Deskjet is on the right. Definitely, if we look at the differences right now, we can see that the Deskjet kind of messed it up a little bit. And also, it's just not as sharp. They're at the same quality settings. This one did a lot better. Didn't do any smudges, no nothing. So I'm going to give the win to the Officejet again. Now, if you're on a budget, I would get this printer because it's very basic. It's like $30 if you can find it on sale. That's all I would pay for it. Now, I would get this printer if I were the standard home user because it has a lot of features. If you're trying to scan a lot of documents, like, I don't know, tax papers if people scan those, you put it in here. And then you scan multiple at once, and you don't have to do the whole open and close the thing to do multiple documents. That can be a problem, especially with their shitty software. Now, there is a drawback to the more expensive version of this, basically this printer. Now, that is the fact that the price is very high. Now, $150 may not seem a lot for like an inkjet printer, but it is. Because they don't really print as fast as the laser jets do. And if you want something that prints fast, get a laser jet. If you want something that prints photos, get something like a photo printer. But for most people, this one will be just fine. This one's way crisper. It has a lot of features. It automatically calibrates most of the time. Well, this one does not. This one doesn't even have those features, I don't believe. So this is the software of the HP printers. You have your ink level supplies, your account, all the features for it right here. If you click on it, you have its status, its supplies, its network information, its settings, and various other things, along with its print quality tools. They're all right here. I don't know why they have it on software, why it's not on a button, but it just is right here. Okay, that's all I have to say about the software. Anyways, bye bye guys. Hope you have a wonderful day.